All right, let's go back to our first story where we were drawing your attention to the ninth year anniversary of the kidnap of the Chibok girls in Borno State. We have our guest, human rights activist Toyin Taiwo Ojo, joining us now to help make sense of this. Toyin, it's good to have you join us right now. Can you tell us, it's 9 years now, how do you assess the effort of government to rescue these girls that are left in the den of the captors?
Good afternoon, Mike. Thank you for having me. And in response to your question, I will adjudge the government's effort to be at poor, at its best, because until a race is finally won, you cannot say you have won the race. We are aware that the government has rescued some girls, whether they escaped captivity. Some of them have been reunited with their family. But the fact still remains that some other girls who are Nigerian citizens, who have a right to life and a right to dignity of person, are still in captivity 9 years after. So our judge government efforts should be quite poor.
All right. The Chibok girls have been used as a metaphor for so many other people who are children who have been kidnapped as well. We can't forget Leah Sharibu, as well as the Dapchi girls, the Kankara, and so on. There's several of them, and we also understand some of them are still under the captivity or under the captive of the kidnappers. Now, talk to us basically. We hear that the government is not necessarily engaging the families of those who are left the way it's supposed to. But if that has to change, what's your suggestion on how best government can engage these families at these trying times?
Yes, I think that in as much as government has failed to reach out to them, I think in making redress, I do not know if it is this government or the incoming government, it is best to reach out to them personally on individual levels, individual family levels, and bring words of encouragement and assurance, to this grieving family. I call them grieving because no matter what, no matter how many years that have passed, these children still remain part of the family, and not knowing if these children are dead or alive, makes it very unfortunate and makes the family to continue to grieve without closure. So I think that setting up a high panel commission, to look into why government has failed to recover or to recover these children, all government efforts have failed, is something that government, should, set up this commission to look into.
All right. This kidnappings Nigerians expect by now should have been kept behind, but we still hear of different, from different parts of the country here and there at various times. But how is this impacting the number of enrollment in school of girls, and especially in the northern part of Nigeria?
It has always been a struggle, for girls, especially the girl child, to be enrolled in schools, especially also in the northern part of the country. But now having the added burden of insecurity, has also made adequate sure that has made it very paramount that the number of enrolled students continue to drop. I can tell you for a fact that the number of people who have been going to school, especially in the northern part, overall has dropped. Now you support it with the fact that girls have always not been in a higher proportion in in schools. And then with the added fear of insecurity, you can understand that it's automatic that the population of girls in school will drop.
All right. We understand that some of these girls still in captivity have had children for their captors. And at this time, one would begin to imagine or assume that there will be this Stockholm syndrome where they feel bonded to these people. How does this compound the effort to bring them back to their original families where they originally belong?
Well, it's a challenge, yes, it is. But it is not too much of a challenge that cannot be overcome. Well, Stockholm syndrome, trauma bonding are psychological challenges that can be surmounted with the right amount of therapy. And it's automatic that when these children, go through rehabilitation and, therapy, they will understand the kind of injustice that has been done to them by their captors. And yes, we may not have 100% assimilation and rehabilitation of some of the girls or some of the other children in captivity, but at least a huge amount of the population of girls who were captured will assimilate and get rehabilitated back to the society.
All right, we'll have to leave you here now. Toyin Taiwo Ojo, thank you so much for talking to us, and thanks for your insight.